So I have a really hard time with the split audience, like live people,
Oh,
live
you want
people,
coaching
Zoom.
on speaking? Yeah, come on, let's go. You have a hard time with the split audience?
Yeah, it's like I feel like, I don't know.
Cool, awesome, you're right.
Yeah. And so like I talk to these guys and then I start here and then I get nervous. I don't know why I get nervous with you people.
Okay, hold on.
There's more of you.
I just said, you're right. Say, you know what has been a challenge? Instead of saying, it's hard for me. Say, you know what's been a challenge?
You know what's been a challenge?
Working both sides of the room.
Both sides of the room and a Zoom.
Okay, awesome. You want to help with that?
Yes, please.
All right. We did this a little bit yesterday with Rob. You have to give yourself permission to totally ignore everybody.
Okay.
You have to
hard
give,
for me.
How many of you, when I just was like right here with my beautiful friend, you didn't care that I wasn't looking at you? Everybody, you're like drawn in.
Right.
It's uncomfortable at first. You actually are like, but wait, I'm not looking at everybody. So let's start at the beginning of your speech and we'll play around with it.
Okay.
So start right here. I usually say it's a pretty good idea to step and kind of take a whole look at the audience so they all know, yeah, I see all of you. You're all awesome. And then why don't you start with the Zoom? And then I'll see if there's a natural place that I think that you can go over there.
Okay.
Can I pause you really quick?
Yes, please.
You know, I felt like they were really good at this today, and I just want to point it out, was Amy. Amy, you did such a good job of, she came over here and she was like, and Chad, da 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 da. And then I don't know who else she said, and this person. And then she was like, and you. I don't remember who were the three people you said. No, and then you were like, and Bethany. And I was like, dang, girlfriend.
Right?
She got them all. She got them all. So I want to point out what Amy did was really brilliant. She remembered three names in the crowd, and even if she had never met any of you, she's paying attention for the last day and a half. And so she remembered, she's like, I got Chad over here. Who'd you have over here? I got Rob over here, and I got Bethany right here. That's powerful. If you guys can learn to do that in a crowd, okay, awesome. If you can't remember the names, that's okay, because you can do the same thing when you're like, and your message about addiction, the world needs. And talk about health, like we are the least healthy society we've ever been now. The world needs your voice. And you guys, if that woman on the virtual who's possibly gonna go blind and possibly gonna go deaf can do her thing, we got no excuses. So you don't even have to know their names, but you can take time. That right there is like a really high level skill. Now, Amy has been coaching with us for the last 6 months, so she's been working on those skills, which is amazing. So let's do your speech. You don't have to necessarily point everybody out, but do the same thing. Come over here for a little while and be like, hey, let me tell you all about these all things. And I'm going to tell my speech to you for a little while, Rebecca.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Doubt destroys more dreams than failure ever could.
Oh, by the way, you crushed that opening today.
Oh, thank you.
That was the best I've ever seen you do that opening. When you did it today, there was like pin drop. You paused, and then you moved into it. It was a great opening.
Thank you.
I interrupted it because I wanted to hear it again. All right, go ahead.
Doubt destroys more dreams than failure ever could. How many dreams has doubt stolen from you? Now, if you're anything like me, you have a bunch to pick from, but I'm going to tell you about one.
Okay, so far, all of that's really good. You're doing a good job. This is a great opener. You're like, hey, I'm making sure everyone knows I'm talking to them. Everyone knows about doubt. Really great stuff. We're all paying attention. I'm going to tell you about one.
Yeah.
Awesome. Why don't you go over and talk to Amy? But let's do the beginning again. And then when you say I'm going to talk about one, remember yesterday with Rob, we kind of did like a, so, blah, 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 blah. So you're going to totally ignore everybody, and you're going to go, I'm going to tell you about one. And you're not even going to look at Amy yet. You can even look at the floor, and you can be like, because I have a story. Do you know what that story is? I don't know, but it's really good. And you're going to pay attention to it. All right?
All right, cool.
So you don't have to stare them down. Some people are like, and now I must make eye contact as I cross very awkwardly. No, it's normal, right? It's totally normal to be like, well, I got a story for you, and I'm going to look at the ground for a second because I want to make sure I don't trip on that thing. And then, boom, eye contact, right? So do it from the beginning, and then totally ignore everyone as you ponder. Did you guys pay more attention to me as I pondered? You're like, whoa, she's pondering. I wonder what she's going to do next. She's going to do this. Try that.
I'll try it. Doubt destroys more dreams than failure ever could. How many dreams has doubt stolen from you? Now, if you're anything like me, you have a bunch to pick from, but I'm going to tell you about one.
Oh, don't move yet.
Not yet?
What's the line after that?
I was standing at the front of a hotel. So
I
that's
think move after that. So, but I'm going to tell you about one. And then you can actually go, I was standing in front of a thing and da 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 as I'm talking. That's a better transition spot for you.
thank you.
I want you to have more fun with that. If you're anything like me, think about all those things that have happened to you and really relish in it so that the rest of us are like, ooh, I really want to know. I really want to know the secrets of why she's laughing right now.
All right.
Okay.
So
From the beginning.
All right. Doubt destroys more dreams than failure ever could. How many dreams?
Okay, let's do two things to fix the opening as well. I want you to, this is called punching your words. I want you to punch doubt and failure more. Because right now you're going, doubt destroys more dreams than failure ever could. Let's try. Doubt destroys more dreams than failure ever could. They're both boom, punched and set apart.
Okay. Doubt destroys more dreams than failure ever could. How many dreams has doubt stolen from you? Now, if you're anything like me, you have a whole bunch to pick from, but I'm going to tell you about one. I was standing in the front of a hotel conference room, and I was so excited because I was going to pitch my business for the very first time, but I was also a little nervous. And when I looked up, I saw a couple of friends, 6 total strangers, and a whole lot of empty seats. And I was a little disappointed. But then I thought, you know what? It's okay. Now you don't have to be so
Awesome.
nervous.
Okay, so right around but then, buts and so's are great movement points.
Okay.
So you did a great job. Wasn't that awesome?
Thank you.
Yeah, really good. So you did a great job. You're here, and here, you can be me for a second. I'll be you. You just, so if you're here and you're talking, you could just, it doesn't have to be a big movement. It can just be like, but then, beautiful woman right here. Let me tell you the next part.
Okay.
You can try that. So go like a line or two before but then.
All right. I'm like, I don't know where but then is. So we'll just start with, I was standing at the front of a hotel conference room. And I was really excited because I was going to pitch my business for the first time, but I was also a little bit nervous. And when I looked up, I saw 2 friends, 6 total strangers, and a whole lot of empty seats. And yeah,
You didn't move on but then. I think you missed it.
I did miss it. I'm like, wait,
That was a little bit
where was
different.
it? But then
You also kind of glance over the, there's 2 friends and 6 strangers. Like, that was it.
yeah.
So maybe add like, and that was all. The rest was all empty chairs.
Okay.
All right.
And so
Where's the but then? What did you say? But then?
I think it was, but then I looked up and saw,
Oh, okay.
I think it was right there, maybe. Oh, it was coming, but then the back door opened. You're right. So it was coming.
Okay, it was coming. I like how you're like talking to her and you're like, and then I looked up and then you can talk to the people up there because it's so natural.
Okay. Perfect. Let's see. So then I looked up and you know what I saw? A couple of friends, 6
Okay, hold on.
strangers.
When you have time and it's not 3 minutes, you gotta take more time with that.
Okay.
And then I looked up, point her out. And you know what I saw? And make everybody wait for it. Because you could say, a monkey wearing a hat, right?
Right.
So take time.
Okay.
When you guys have questions, ask yourself, am I asking the whole audience or do I want to go, and you want to know what I saw? This is what I saw.
I love it. Okay.
You can play around with just one person, and that person is like, yeah, what did you see? We're besties now. So do that. And then I looked up, and then I looked up, pause. You want to know what I saw? And she's going to make her react. And if she doesn't react, say, yeah, you right there. Do you want to guess what I saw? Take more time.
All right. And then I looked up. And you want to know what I saw? I saw a couple of friends, 6 complete strangers, and a whole lot of empty chairs.
All right, take a step back. What was the difference? You gotta talk to her. Tell her what you noticed. How did you feel, Cortina, when she talked to you?
Like then I was honed in. Like, what? Tell me.
Awesome.
Yeah, totally. And I want you guys to know if you're in an audience of 3,000 people, you can do the same thing. It's not just because it's a small setting. Lasering into somebody, asking the direct question of them makes the whole audience feel more like you're talking just to them, as opposed to, do you know what I saw? I saw 6 strangers. Now, sometimes the do you know what I saw is going to support your next line, but with you, it was so perfect to take a step forward. Do you know what I saw? And then everyone's like, oh, I wonder if that woman back there is paying attention. Some people might turn backwards. Who is she talking to?
Okay.
Yeah, how'd that feel for you?
It was awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Being live is so much better. This is what
Talk in the microphone. Eat the mic.
Yes, being live is so much better because I've done Zoom a lot, but like for my business, I speak in front of people. And so then this has been amazing because I'm like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
You're actually pretty good with your hands. You're pretty natural with your hands. We don't need to worry about your hands. Your hands are good.
Well, yeah.
Every once in a while, I get clients that we got to worry about their hands. And if you're somebody who are like, I'm worried about my hands, let me teach you right now what to do. Is that okay? Can I take a second? You're talking on the microphone, you only got to worry about one hand. So if you're somebody who's worried about hands, don't get one of these. Start here, okay? Learn to eat the mic, learn to move with the mic, and then take your hand and gently touch your fingertips on your pants. And make sure you're paying attention to that. Because if you're somebody who's fidgety, or you're somebody who's doing the same repetitive motion, and you want to cut that out, you're going to have to start paying attention to your fingers. So you're just going to put your fingers lightly here. And this is where you're going to live most of the time that you're talking. And to get out of that habit of either repetitively doing gestures or playing with your clothes, it's going to take your brain to fix it. And it'll take some time to fix it. You know what? The captain of Flinging Pizzas was an actor who was with me for years. And then the greatest thing happened. Do any of you guys know the show Guys and Dolls? I know you're not theater people, so just somebody, thank you. He played Sky Masterson. Sky Masterson is the suavest, best looking gangster there is in this nice suit. Hold this for a second. And I said, all right, here's what we're gonna do. We got 4 months of rehearsals. For the first 3 months, I'm gonna back up so you can full body. You're gonna go like this. And you're gonna live right here. You're gonna walk up and say, hey, Nate. Hey, Nathan, Detroit. You know what I got going on? Well, I got me some gambling going on over there. You wanna come check it out with me? Yeah. And you're gonna do all your lines just like this. You're not gonna gesture to anyone for 3 straight months. Wow. And he's like, what? I said, you take your hand out of your pocket, I'm going, pocket! And I did. In the beginning, it was pocket, pocket, so many times. But do you want to guess what happened? When it came time to start making some gestures, it was like every once in a while, Nathan, you want to go over there? It fit the character so perfect. And then every once in a while, he would just do something else. Very subtle and very rare. And then it was gone forever. His next role, if you know the show, was Les Miserables. And he played Enjolras. That's the king of the barricade. And he had learned to stand up straighter, to be more like this. And he crushed it. He knocked it out of the park. I still continued to work with him for many years, and he never flung pizzas again. So if we can get him to stop flinging pizzas, we can get you to stop tugging your clothes or to stop doing anything else. And it starts with, you got to tell your hands where they're going to go. Tell your hand it's on the microphone, can't put that down, and then just pay attention to your fingers lightly being here. And let yourself practice for a while, and you're like, I'm not allowed to gesture. I'm only allowed to pretend to pay attention to my fingertips. That's all I'm going to pay attention to for quite some time until maybe Summer gives me permission to go like, hey, you dude. But then it's right back to fingertips. Okay, sometimes if people really struggle with it, I'll say, look, we're going to choreograph your speech like it's a dance. Because I used to choreograph full Broadway shows. We're going to be like, you know how we just did with her? You know how we told you, walk over here? We're going to tell your hands the same thing. You're going to walk over here and you're not going to do anything until you go, do you want to know what I heard? Do you want to know what I saw? And then we're back to fingertips. I got fingertips and nobody knows that I'm really paying attention to my fingertips being here. And then, okay, Summer gave me permission to go, and you can too. And that's it. So that's like the easiest way if anybody's fidgeting. Does anybody know if they're a fidgeter? Usually you don't know if you are. But I just wondered if anybody knew, like, oh yeah, when I get nervous, I tuck my clothes.
I forget to use them. That's my problem.
You forget to use them?
Yeah, like I'll go through a whole speech. I'm like, did I even like
Not
gesture
really.
at all?
You're actually
I'm doing better now.
No, you're
but
pretty natural with your gestures.
Is
You're
it
good.
better now? Okay.
Yeah, I rather see someone do less with their arms than too much with their arms. So you're okay. Just don't. You're fine. All right, do it one more time for the beginning.
Okay. Wrong hand. I'm like, something's wrong.
Oh, and put a bigger pause. Doubt than failure ever could.
Okay.
Pause. And what's the next line?
How many times has doubt stolen your dream?
Yeah, so big pause and then look at everybody. Make sure they know you're looking at them before you ask.
Okay.
Okay.
Doubt destroys more dreams than failure ever could. How many times has doubt stolen your dreams from you? Now, if you're anything like me, you have a bunch to pick from, but I'm going to tell you about one. I was standing at the front of
Okay,
a
hold on, come back. Don't move until your transitional thought changes. You move before you were complete, and it makes a huge difference. Did you guys notice that? It makes a huge difference between, I've done all these crazy things, but I'm going to tell you about one. And here goes the story about my one. What you did was, I've done a whole bunch of crazy things, but I'm going to tell you about one.
Oh, I went to, okay,
You're
before I
moving
said,
not on the change of thought,
Gotcha.
and it's not as powerful.
okay.
Did you guys know well-placed pause, powerful. Well-placed movement, equally powerful.
All right. So if you're anything like me, you have a bunch to pick from, but I'm going to tell you about one. I was standing at the front of a hotel conference room, and I was going to be able to pitch my business for the first time. And I was so excited, but I was a little bit nervous. And then I looked up, and you know what I saw? I saw a couple of friends.
Okay, I gotta pause longer. Do you know what I saw?
Okay.
Is it a monkey? Do you know what I saw? And if you don't get a reaction in the crowd and you have time, it's not 3 minutes. Do you know what I saw? Do you want to guess? Right? Like, if they're not reacting big enough, you can repeat it in another way. Do you know what I saw? Do you want to guess what it was? It was nothing, actually. It was only 6 people.
It was a few people.
And you were like super excited. Can you be a little more excited when you say, I was so excited?
Yeah.
You're like, I was so excited. That's not so excited to me.
Gotcha.
Is that your version of so excited? Well, how excited
Okay,
is so
all
excited,
right.
Minda?
All
How
right.
so excited were you?
I was so excited.
Okay, just stay authentic, but like dial it up a number
Okay,
right
all right.
there. Okay, let's go back to when you moved because that was
Okay.
really good.
All right. But I'm going to pick this one. I was standing at the front of a small hotel conference room, and I was so excited because I was going to get to talk about my business for the first time. It was a dream come true, but I was a little nervous. And I looked up, and do you want to know what I saw? I saw a couple of friends, 6 complete strangers, and a whole lot of empty chairs. And I was a little disappointed. But then I thought, you know what? It's okay.
This is a great transition. This is a great time for these people who
Okay.
feel left out. What was the
So-
line right before? But you know what?
But you know what? It's
What was right
okay.
before that?
But I was a little bit nervous.
You said there was 2 friends,
And
6
then
strangers.
and a whole lot of empty chairs.
Good, awesome. I would love to hear you really so excited, and then how disappointing.
Oh, and
was-
disappointed.
How
Yeah.
disappointed was a whole lot of empty chairs?
I was disappointed.
It doesn't sound that disappointed.
Okay.
So it's like there's 2 friends, there's 6 strangers, and a whole lot of empty chairs. Like it was horrible.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So play around with that part.
All right.
And then what's the line after that?
But I decided, you know what? It's okay.
Great. And then you can just go like this, and you can look at Marlena. But I decided that it was okay
Perfect.
because I'm just gonna do my best. Isn't that great? So look right at her this time.
All right.
And be like, I'm coming to get you.
All right.
So do you know what I saw? Ask her again.
Yep. And do you want to know what I saw? I saw a couple of friends, 6 complete strangers, and a whole lot of empty chairs. But then I thought, you know what?
Okay, hold on. I think you had another line. I was devastated.
Oh, yeah, okay. You're right. A whole lot of empty chairs. And I was a little bit disappointed. But then I thought, you know what?
Okay,
It's
that's
okay.
too fast. Can't go from disappointed to too fast. It was a little too fast, right, Marlena?
So,
So I was disappointed.
okay.
But, so stay in the
So
same energy.
kind of stay.
Because I was disappointed. But you know what I thought?
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, where did you go? It doesn't seem authentic.
'Kay.
Stay in the disappointment a little bit.
All right.
I was disappointed, but
I was
because I'm
disappointed.
sure you were like disappointed, and it took time to go, it's okay, Minda, you got this. Don't be disappointed. You didn't go, it's okay. Right?
Right? I'm like, yeah,
Like,
okay.
think about what that was like for you.
Okay.
I was disappointed. But then, you know what? I thought, okay, I'm going to make the best of it.
All right.
Okay.
And so I saw a whole lot of empty chairs. And I was a little disappointed. But I thought, you know what? It's okay. I just won't have to be as nervous. There's not many people here. But then the back doors opened and a lady
Okay,
peeked
now,
her face
if you
in.
argue, that's so good. How is that?
Better?
Like, so amazing. Okay, now,
Thank you.
if you have a line, but then the back door's open, so maybe you're not going to make it that far. Maybe you're going to talk to her, but end up here. So
Okay.
then you can go, but then the back door's open, and I want this to be like, what's going to happen? Where's the monkey, right? But then the back door's open, and a woman comes in, and I want them to all think, and 1,000 people came in after her. It was so awesome. So you got to build that.
Okay.
A woman came in, because this is why we love movies.
Yes.
The reason we love movies is because we're like, they're gonna survive. No, they got hit by a bus. She still loves him. No, she went to Paris. It's always the next thing. So you're like, and then, oh, the back door opens and a woman peeks her head in. And she comes in and I'm so excited. And she looks right at me and says, can we have all of these chairs? There's standing room only in the other room. Yeah, sure. It's like the worst day ever.
Right? Okay.
So we got to build this like, oh, all the hope. Just kidding. It's okay.
I love it. Thank you.
So just do that part.
'Kay.
But then
but
I decided, yeah. And then stay here so you can do the big open doors.
And I was a little disappointed. But then I thought, you know what? It's okay. I just won't have to be as nervous because there's not many people here.
Okay, I don't believe that
But-
when you just said that. I don't believe you.
You don't believe me?
No, I don't believe you.
Okay.
I didn't believe you're like when I don't know about y'all, but when I'm like having to coach myself, you were coaching yourself. I'm like, no, it's okay. I won't have to be as nervous because, no one's there. It's fine. But you're not really fine, right?
Okay. I get that. Yeah, because it's hard. Yeah.
Like you're inside, you're like, this sucks.
Yeah.
You're like, but that's okay. I don't have to be nervous. But we need to know it still sucks.
Okay. And I was a little disappointed. But then I thought, oh, it's okay. I guess I won't have to be so nervous. But then the back doors open and a lady peeked her head in. And I was so excited because I thought she was coming to join us. But what she said was,
Actually, I think you should cut all that.
okay.
I was so excited, but then what she said is, I think it's better if you're like, and then a lady came in and she walked right up there and she said, can we have all these chairs? It changes the dynamics, right?
Okay.
It keeps you on the hook longer instead of, but then she said, take
Okay.
that part out. Then a lady came in and she walked up to me and she said, can we have all these chairs?
Okay.
That's so horrible. I can only imagine how
Oh, it
much
was
you were like,
oh,
yes,
all right.
go ahead and have all the chairs. I'll stand here and pretend like I'm not going to cry.
Right? Oh, she did apologize later. It was nice.
That's
but-
okay. So let's go from
was
then
like,
the doors opened up.
All right. But then the back doors opened and a lady peeked her head in and I was so excited. But then she said,
No, but then I was so excited. She walked right up and said,
oh, yeah, she just stood there.
oh, I was so excited. She started talking to me from the back. And she said, right?
Okay,
Like,
all
keep
right.
the excitement.
All right.
All right.
So back doors opened and a lady peeked her head in and I was so excited. And then she started talking.
No, don't say and then. Say,
And that-
and she said.
And she started talking.
And
And
she
she said, can we have all of these chairs? Next door is standing room only. Oh.
Okay, and then I give you permission to take a giant step back. She said, it's standing room only.
Oh.
Oh. Giant step back. 'Cause
Sure.
giant step back, it means defeat.
Right. Okay.
So we can show in your physical body, you can go standing room only. Oh. That's fine.
Thanks. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can take the giant step back and then
Okay.
we'll know, oh, that was a punch in the gut.
Awesome. Okay.
How much better is it?
I'm
So,
so
good.
appreciative.
Look
Thank
at you
you. Thank
taking
you.
all the
Thank you.
direction. All right, one more time from the
All
back
right.
door.
All right. So the back door opened and a lady peeked her head in and she said, hey, can we take some of these empty chairs? Next door is standing room only. Oh.
Okay, it was too fast. You got like next door is standing room only. Oh.
And then wait. Okay.
Next door is
pause.
standing room only. Because how did she say it to you? She said it's standing room only. She didn't say standing room only.
Gotcha.
You gotta
Okay.
keep it. Standing room only.
Okay.
Let everyone think about that for a second. Watch. Standing room only. Oh. Do you see how much time that is?
Yeah.
Standing room only.
All right.
Oh, so scooch back a little bit. He's like, you're close. I can't get the
I know,
right
I'm like
angle of
hugging
you."
the TV.
That's okay. Camera guy has spoken.
All right.
Okay. Can we have these chairs?
All right. And then she said, can we take some of these chairs? Next door is standing room only. Oh, yeah, sure. And I know that every single one of you
No, don't move. Yeah, don't move.
has been in this
is really
moment.
important. Do you guys see her living all these moments? This is really important. If you are saying, and I know all of you,
Then
now
say-
you're like, I'm an authority.
'Kay.
And I'm going to tell you how all of you feel.
Okay.
So you're going to
Just stay
plan.
right here.
Don't move on it at all. And this is when you're going to let everybody in. And you're going to look at them. And I'm going to tell you right now, I know all of you have felt this way. As
Okay.
opposed to, and I'm going to tell you right now, all of you, no, that's
Okay.
the
Stay
stand
put.
and deliver.
Perfect. And I know all of you have been in this moment where you did something out of your comfort zone that was a little scary. And then something shook your confidence. And you could feel your confidence draining out of you. And as it lowered, you sunk. Now I played small.
Okay, good. I want you to do one more thing. I want you to feel what it's like to even then take one more step back. And so lower, you sunk.
Okay.
Because you can. See if you like that.
Okay.
All right. That was so much better, right? Yeah. You're so good at taking notes. It's so fun.
I love being instructed. All right. And you can feel your confidence just draining out of you. And you shrink. Now, I lived quiet and small my whole life, and I was tired of it. And so I dropped into my heart, turned off those voices in my head telling me, maybe you're not ready. Maybe I should invite everyone to go next door. And I made myself look up. And I looked into the eyes of those 6 people, and I realized God sent 6 people to hear his message today, and I was not going to let him down. My name is Minda, and I believe we spend way too much time living in our minds and not near enough time living in our hearts. Because our minds...
Awesome. That would be another good place to move. Now, in a 3-minute speech, you might not have enough time.
Right,
But
but-
just to teach you for the points of
Yes,
moving,
yes.
staying during that whole time was good. And then maybe you haven't loved over here on Rebecca enough. So, because what were you going to say?
Because your mind's number one job is to keep you safe. And it does that by keeping you in the should-haves of your past, and the what ifs of your future. Because your mind feels safe in what is known, and what is known is your comfort zone. But your heart's number one job is connection. Connection to yourself, connection to others, and connection to God. And when you master the skill,
She did it on her own. That was the perfect time to move. Yeah.
Thank you.
It was
Thank
getting
you, thank
natural
you,
for you.
thank
I love
you.
that. Whew, that was good.
I appreciate that so much.
You're welcome. I'm so glad you're like, pick me.
I know, I'm like, I need to learn to because I'm doing this in like a month, like presenting this
Fabulous.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, now do it one time from the beginning with all those things. Let's go.
okay.
And you know what? You were taking time and you were super connected. That was the most connected you've done that. And you could tell. Yeah, great job.
Yeah, the 3-minute deadline really makes me anxious.
Well, you got no timer, so
Awesome.
go fight, win.
Doubt destroys more dreams than failure ever could. How many dreams has doubt stolen from you? Now, if you're anything like me, you have a whole bunch to pick from. But I'm going to tell you about one. I was standing at the front of a small hotel conference room, and I was so excited because I was going to get to present my business for the first time. And it was a dream come true, but I was a little bit nervous. And I looked up, and you want to know what I saw? I had a couple friends, 6 total strangers, and a whole lot of empty chairs. And I was disappointed. But then I thought, oh, you know what? It's okay. I just won't have to be so nervous. There's not very many people here. But then the back door opened and a lady stuck her head in and she said, hey, can we take some of these empty chairs? Next door is standing room only. Yeah. Sure. I know every single one of you has been in this space where you did something that was out of your comfort zone, that was a little bit scary, and something shook your confidence. And then you felt your confidence literally draining out of you, and you could feel yourself shrink. Well, I've spent 40 years of my life living small and quiet, and I was tired of it. And so I made myself look up. I connected to my heart, turned off those voices in my head that said, maybe you're not ready. Maybe you should invite everybody to go next door. She sounds good. And I turned them off and looked into the eyes of those 6 people. And I realized God sent 6 people to hear his message today. And I wasn't going to let him down. My name is Minda, and I believe we spend way too much time living in our minds and not enough time living in our hearts. Your mind's amazing, but its number one job is to keep you safe. And it does that by keeping you in the should-haves of the past and the what-ifs of the future. And your mind feels safe in the known. And what's known? Your comfort zone. Your heart's number one job is connection. Connection to yourself, connection to others, and connection to God. And your heart knows what you are capable of. Just 1 second. When you can master the skill of connecting to your heart and turning off your mind, you can literally mute your doubt, just like clicking a button. Because when you turn off your mind, those voices are gone. What would your life look like if you could just turn off your doubt every time it came up? Every time a doubt came up for you, you could just say, no, thank you, and turn it off. What would your life look like if doubt had no power over you? If you go to muteyourdoubt.com, I'm going to teach you step 1 in the process. I'm going to teach you to connect to your heart and listen to your heart's messages for you. Because if you are done allowing doubt to steal your dreams, if you are done playing quiet and small, if you are ready to step up and take back those dreams, go to muteyourdoubt.com right now. Don't let doubt have one more dream.
So good. Let's fix the end. Woo! Oh man, so good. I just want to tweak the end because I really like the end, and I think we could do what Amy did. Where what was the if you're done?
Yeah, if you're done letting doubt steal your dreams, if you're done playing small and quiet,
And we need one more. If you're done.
okay, and if you're done listening to those negative voices in your head, and if you're ready to step up,
Awesome. I love that. So I want to see you try 3 different people like she did. So
okay,
I want to hear you say like, right to her and point at her. If you're done, da 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 da.
okay,
And if you're done, da 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 da. And if you're done, da 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 da. And make sure right in the middle.
okay.
And then you can say, and if all of you are ready.
Oh, I love that.
What's the last line? All of you, were you ready?
If you're ready to step up and take back your dreams.
And if all of you are ready to step up and take back your dreams. What's the last part?
Go to muteyourdoubt.com and allow me to bless you.
No, that's not what you said. That was not your last line.
Let's see. Step up. And then it was, don't let doubt have one more dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if all of you are ready to what?
To step up and take back your dreams. Then I think I did say go,
No, you didn't. You said that earlier.
because I say it twice.
Yeah, I don't. You said it was so amazing. What was the last line? Does anyone remember? Yeah.
Right.
And if I don't remember what you said. And if you're ready.
If you're ready to step up and take back your dreams.
No, just say if you're ready to step up, then don't let doubt
Okay.
take one more dream.
Okay. I like
Yeah.
All
So
right.
if you're done, if you're done, if you're done, and all of you are ready, then don't let doubt steal one more dream.
Okay.
Boom.
I'll try that.
All right, try that.
All right. If you are done.
No, that was everybody.
Okay.
If you are done, that was a everybody thing.
Okay.
This is if you're done. Write to her.
Okay.
You're done.
All right. Let's see what's the line.
But that means push the word your. Because you said if you're done. No, it's
Gotcha.
you're done.
Gotcha.
And then it's if you're done.
If you're done.
And if you're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're done.
Total difference, huh? So good. Do it
Feels
again.
different too. I'm like,
Totally different. Do it again.
all right. So if you're done letting doubt steal your dreams, if you're done playing small and quiet, and if you're done listening.
Nope. And if you're done, you switch to done again.
Okay.
Yeah. Push the word your.
Okay.
It's if you're, and if you're,
Or,
and if you're.
and if you're done.
Yes, it's different. Do you guys
Okay.
hear how it's different?
All right.
When you put the accent on a different word, it changes the tonality.
Gotcha.
And the tonality is stronger when you're like, I'm so good, I know what you're thinking,
And you.
and I know what you're thinking, and I know what you're thinking. And they're like, yes, you do. So right over here.
You
Go
want
to
me to
her.
start here again?
Yeah.
All right.
So to her, if you're done.
And if you're done letting doubt steal your dreams, And if you're done playing small and quiet, and if you're done with those negative voices in your head, and you're ready to step up and not let doubt,
Then don't.
then don't let doubt steal one more dream.
Wow, that was really good.
So good. Thank you.
That was amazing. Sorry, I'm checking
Thank
on
you for all your time. I appreciate
what my
it.
team is texting me. I only have 47 more messages. What just happened, Devin? I have 47 messages in our team chat. I'm sure you'd interrupt me if okay. Okay, all right. Well, are you texting me, Marcel? Awesome, well done. I want to hear from you guys. What was the difference? What did you notice from start to finish? You speak great authority. I believe it. I believe you believe what you're saying, Minda. Awesome, tonality. Yeah, so good. Commanded the stage.
She owned her speech.
Love it. Love it.
Pauses were needed.
Yeah.
They're just right where they were, and it didn't just flow through. You heard everything you were saying.
So good. I love this demonstration, and I'm like, oh man, why did I send Michelle in the other room? Because I'm like, Michelle, just get on stage with me. This is what I do. And I think that this part, he's the story master, but I think that this part, this stage present part, this is where I'm the master, because I put 20,000 people on stages. I think the tonality and the pausing and all of that stuff, that's why I gotta tell you, somebody was like, what made you, Elizabeth was like, what made you create this package? I said, because I watched Amy and Chad and Shauna and Devin. I felt like J. Lauren and I gave birth to babies. We sat and we watched and we're like, oh my gosh, they're so good. And we had such trust for each other because he worked with them a lot one-on-one that I didn't see what they were doing. But I knew that it's gonna be good. I gotta be honest, J. Lauren, I apologize. I didn't know it was gonna be that good. Like seriously, they got on stage with his content that they had worked on, and then I got to put the polishing on like this. And I just, for 3 days, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. They're all brilliant. Shauna killed it. I was like, I don't know about y'all, but like Stacey Wallace and Shauna could just share the stage right now. And she's like sung in front of 5 presidents, I'm just saying. And that's why we created it. Because I'm like, we are in our zone of genius.
Praise
So
Jesus.
y'all better go register and just join us. That's all I gotta say. And I think half the spots are full. I really am looking for 10. Somebody was like, what are you gonna do if you have 40? Not to have 40. Like Ashley can't make slides for 40 people. Like it's just not gonna work. So I just wanna say, like you get in the room with us and we do 3 days of mastermind. This is what we do, right, Shauna, Chad, Devin? Like
So good.
this is what we do. So thanks. That was so fun
Yep.
for me.
I have one thing to say for them.
Okay, go.
So I just want to talk to all of you who aren't working with Summer, because I have been teaching the same class at work for like 10 years, and I thought I was amazing at it. I taught it a month ago, and the comments I got were, I don't know what happened to Minda, but that was the best class she's ever taught. And that difference was Summer Day.